Alright, hello everybody, it's me, the Invisible Gunslinger, and man, oh man, am I feeling better. I'm feeling much more myself, a lot more chipper than I was in the last video. Ooh. I've had some time to recover, and I'm feeling better. I'm honestly feeling better. So this video is going to be showing you guys what happened to my car. It's quite the thing. And by the way, when I was going to see my car and getting all my shit out of it, people were rude to me. People were rude, and I can't let that kind of stuff fly. So I'm going to tell a little bit about that. Fucking police. My goodness. I'm still pissed about that. But we'll get to that in a second. Before we do that, I just want to give a quick update on my health, because I think it's necessary. Once you see these pictures, you'll be quite astounded that I am as healthy as I am. I mean, fuck, I've seen people, like, trip and fall on the street and receive worse injuries than what I got in this car accident. So really quick, my arm is still feeling fine. I've got some scabbing going on there. It definitely isn't a 4-inch gash. I don't know what the medical doctors were talking about. It's just kind of scabby and scraped and all of that, and it feels fine. My knee, which was kind of swollen before, has gone down, and that feels just like a normal knee now. It's fine. My hip, my left hip, which was giving me quite a bit of problems, has definitely calmed down. I've iced it quite a bit, and it is very bruised. Ooh, it is so very bruised. It's purple and yellowy and just all kinds. It looks bad, but it feels perfectly fine. So that's not a problem. Other than that, the only other big pain in the butt is, well, I don't know how else to say this, my ass! Oh man, my ass hurts so bad. But not like screaming agony or anything like that. It's uncomfortable to sit. If I'm standing up, I feel like 95% healthy. Like, it's fine. But the transition from sitting down to standing up and vice versa is quite the task still. I don't believe that my tailbone is fractured. I think it's just probably deeply bruised. I'm actually going to go see the doctors today. In about 5 hours, I'm going to go to them, and they're going to get to poke and prod the gunslinger booty. That is an enviable task, I'll tell you that much. And I'm very unfortunate that I didn't receive an injury on my actual ass cheek itself, because if that had happened, I would have walked away like nothing had happened. My goodness. No injuries would have been sustained if I had been, like, kind of slouched in my seat. I don't even know how the hell I hurt my ass this much. I think what happened is I went really high up in the air, like I bounced off the car, went up in the air, and then came down, and my whole weight just smashed on my tailbone or something like that. It tore out the seat of my pants, too. Oh, man. So whatever happened wasn't just me being like, oh, my butt hurts. It's actually like, okay, this ripped out the whole seat of your pants. My goodness. So yeah, that's kind of why I haven't been recording during this time of rest. And I have been resting, don't worry. I've just been kind of sitting in my bed doing some reading. I got my phone back. I got my phone back out of my car. It's not damaged or anything, which is quite amazing. Just poking around on that, reading all the comments, getting some great support from friends and family. They've been amazing over this time. Even all of your comments from the last video was just great to read. I'm sorry I scared you guys so much. But no, it's just my ass, and that's, it's uncomfortable to sit in this chair right now, but I might get something working, I don't know. I might get a different chair in here, just find out some different seat configuration, because I'm going to have a lot of time to rest and relax, so why the fuck not record? I mean, I've been putting off recording because of life stuff for a long time, and now life stuff has caused me to have a bunch of free time, so might as well just get a whole bunch of recording and streaming done when I possibly can. I don't know, maybe they'll give me a bunch of painkillers when I go to the doctors today, and I'll be okay to sit here perfectly fine. I'm actually leaning forward right now. That's why I'm kind of closer to the microphone than I normally am. I can't lean back. Leaning back puts too much strain on my tailbone, and it fucking hurts. Okay, so that's enough of my injuries. Let's go into the actual car itself. So here's a picture of it. This is when I first bought my car. It's a 2008 Toyota Yaris. It's very yar. It's actually, I've never heard of this model car before I, went to the dealership and was... when I bought this, I was mostly looking for a commuter car. So I was looking for something with the best miles per gallon. And I think this has like fucking 35 miles per gallon freeway, something like that. It's crazy. And I loved it. I loved having this little car. I mean, a lot of people are into like big trucks or like, oh yeah, big long SUVs. But I grew up driving my dad's truck, and I never liked it. I just would have to turn too late because you have to like swing the whole back end. No, 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 no. I'm much more comfortable driving smaller cars. This was perfect for me because it wasn't like one of those super teeny tiny smart cars, so I could actually keep a lot of stuff in it. And man, when I went and got all my stuff out of this thing, I didn't realize I had so much fucking stuff. I had like 5 garbage bags full of stuff in there. Not like garbage or anything like that. It's just I had a lot of like books on tape and paperwork, and I found these little like knights from my like childhood that somehow got in there. I don't know, these little knight toys. So that was kind of weird. But yeah, this is when I first bought it. This was right out of the dealership, so it looked all nice and shiny and pretty. Tires were great. I loved this car a lot. Now, before I actually get into the actual accident, I want to show you what happened in October of 2016 when these fucking punks threw pumpkins at my car. Ah, no, my poor car. They threw pumpkins at it, and it was kind of unfortunate. This was damage done by like 2 or 3 people standing directly in front of my car, picking up a pumpkin and throwing it right at the windshield. I think you can even see like a pumpkin seed over there. But the car itself was still fine. They just damaged the windshield. They didn't do any damage to the body. They didn't steal anything, so that was great. Minimal damage. I think it cost me like $300 to repair. It's fine. And now we get to the actual accident. Prepare yourselves, everybody. Here we go. Boom. That is my car right now. Oh boy, yeah. When I said this was a fairly serious accident, it was a fucking serious accident. Okay, let's go over this really quick. The windshield is significantly more messed up than the fucking pumpkins, which, you know, is to be expected, but I didn't quite realize that it was so drastically bad. Like, this looked bad to me back in October, but this, oh my god. The right-hand side is more messed up than the left hand and the back. The back's fine. There's no damage to the back of the car. I like this little coolant thing. I think this might actually be my windshield washer liquid. Whatever that is standing out, and it was not damaged at all. Now, what I want to draw your attention to is this red bar right here. I believe this is a safety feature that's supposed to sit behind the engine. I'm not a car person, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to sit either in front or behind the engine, probably in front, so that this takes the brunt of the damage from any impact, so that way the engine doesn't get shoved back into your fucking legs. And it did its job because it is severely warped. Let's go into a few other pictures, or a couple different angles here. That's a close-up. The paint's just totally ripped off. I was sitting right there. I can't believe that I didn't get more damage. This is fucking ridiculous. Here's the side of how much the car just got shunted forward. Let's look back at the original picture. That whole front part right there, that got shoved like a full, like, 3 feet in. My god. And look at that thing just cheekily sitting out like, yep, I'm just sitting here doing my job, being the fucking coolant or whatever. Oh man, oh man. Let's see. Just a few more here. Only one tire was blown. Only my my driver's side tire was destroyed, but other than that, there was no tire damage. Yeah. Oh, here's the passenger side. See, no damage on the passenger side. It's just all, see, even that tire's fine. Just the whole front and driver's side is totally gone, and I cannot even tell you guys how I managed to walk away from this, because this was fucking bad. So let me tell you really quick about what happened when I went to go pick up the car. I was meeting an officer there. I'll just call him Officer P, because I don't want to use his actual name. But Officer P was a pisshead because when he got there, I walked over to his police car. My dad had driven me over. The drive was like a 50-minute drive because where the accident happened was near my work, and I commute to work. So we had to drive like 50 minutes to get there. I told him noon. I was like, okay, I'll just meet you there at noon. Is that okay? I was trying to be very considerate of his schedule. And he's like, yeah, sure, we'll meet at noon. He didn't get there till like 12:30. I'm like, okay, maybe this is just a miscommunication. I walk over. I'm like, hey, Officer P, what's going on? He's like, hey, let's just get in there. And we start walking, and I'm kind of falling behind because, you know, my ass hurts, and I can't walk as fast as I normally can. He's just walking in front of me, like he walks like a full like 10, 15 feet in front of me. He's not slowing down to talk or anything. He's just very businesslike. I'm like, okay, whatever. You don't want to get emotionally involved or anything. Not even going to ask me how I'm doing or anything like that. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't even think he really held the door for me when we went to the office. He just kind of like pushed in, went in. I'm like, okay, this guy's being a little bit iffy. Okay, whatever. We went in with one of the mechanics to the car, and then I took my pictures here. And he has the police officer has to watch me take stuff out of my car so he can document it. That way, you know, if I was, let's say that something went wrong with like my brakes or something mechanical, he has to stand there and make sure that I'm not trying to tamper with evidence or anything about the accident to make it look either better or worse than it actually was. So he has to document all of my stuff, and while we're walking to the fucking car, he turns around and looks at me. And I'm wearing like my black pants and regular old t-shirt, and I'm wearing slippers or sandals. Not the stuff that goes in between your toes or anything, just, you know, sandals that you slip on. And he turns around and he looks at me and goes, huh, like your choice of shoes. And, like, real sarcastically, not kind of like that, like, I like your, you know, choice of shoes. He was very kind of like, huh, like, really? Sandals? Huh. It was a hot day, so I don't know what he was scoffing about, and I just looked at him and I was like, yeah, I gotta wear these because I can't really bend down to put my shoes on. I can't wear my regular shoes because I can't tie my shoes. So I just had to put these slippers on. He's like, oh, okay. Just an odd comment I thought to make. And I was like, okay, whatever. So then he's standing there and he's documenting my stuff. And I guess he was uncomfortable because this car back here, the white car behind us, had been, I think, hit a couple different times on the freeway, and somebody had died in it in a previous accident, and he's kind of standing around uncomfortable, and I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I just, I don't like being here. Can we hurry this up or something like that? He looks around, he turns around and looks at the car, he's like, this is like a ghost yard or something like that. He says something like, there's ghosts in this place, and I'm just like, are you serious, motherfucker? Like, really? Really? You're gonna be the superstitious asshole telling me to hurry up just because you're slightly uncomfortable that there might be spooky ghosts? Like, what the fuck? I get that some people are superstitious, you know, and the cops see a lot of bad shit and bad juju and all of that, but, I mean, come the fuck on. Where is your professionalism? You know, I wanted to go a lot slower because of that. Just, fuck you. Fuck you. I have to deal with all of this. All you have to do is stand there and document, like, he took out, like, a little toy, books on tape, various miscellaneous paperwork. That's all. He wasn't even paying attention after a certain point. He wasn't even paying attention. He started talking with the mechanic about the big thing that happened with this car over here. Like, oh my god, somebody died over there. Somebody could have died here, motherfucker. And if I had died in here, you bet your ass I would have come back to haunt you. Oh my, Officer P. If I ever get the chance to haunt you, I will come and torment your ass just for that. I am a vengeful, petty ghost. Oh, that's just, you come in on my shoes like an asshole. Just, I couldn't believe that. The shoes thing I can understand. Okay, I can understand. If regulations say we always gotta wear our damn big, doorbuster shoes. But I'm a fucking civilian. It's like 95 degrees outside. Why the fuck do you have a problem with me wearing slippers here? And they weren't like fuzzy slippers or anything else. They were just kind of like, you know, gardening, like going outside, walking slippers. They didn't have any floral patterns on them or anything. It wasn't, and even if they did, what the fuck is it your business? Why are you commenting on my fucking wardrobe, you pig? Goodness. I don't normally call cops like that. Oh, but man, that guy was a fucking pig. Ooh. I have all the utmost respect for police officers, but not that guy. Pig. Ugh. Goodness. Anyway, so this was the accident that I had, everybody, and that was the shit I had to put up with. How typical is that? Good lord. Anyway. So, but hey, I'm getting worked up again. I'm here, I'm alive, I have the energy to still get mad about this stupid shit, and man, oh man. Man, oh man. Just looking at this car every time. From now on, whenever I do anything, I'll think, I could have very easily just bit the dust right there. Whew. And what would have mattered to an uncaring world where the Officer P's only care about those who have passed on, coming back to haunt them for some stupid, like, why would the ghost want to haunt you, P? You know? Just because you're standing next to a car, you did nothing. Oh, but you wronged me, talking shit about my shoes. I would have thrown your damn shoes at your face while you're sleeping, you fucking... Anyway, I better stop now before I offend people whose families are police officers. I'm sorry I called him a pig. I'm sorry. That's a derogatory term for people who are in a position of authority who abuse their power like giant dickholes. Not everybody, very few, but those that do, pigs. Anyway, so everybody, I've been the Baconator, the Invisible Gunslinger #1, and next time, when I put out a video, it'll probably be like a stream announcement or something like that. Or maybe I'll just record more Lisa. I don't know. We'll see. I got a lot of paperwork to do. I don't even know if I'm going to get a rental car. I don't know when I'm going to go back to work. I don't know anything like that. I'll know more after I come back from the doctors. Maybe I should have made this video after I went to the doctors, but I don't fucking care. I'm not hurt that bad at all. Anyway, everybody, so until then, I've been the Invisible Gunslinger, and I'll talk to you later. I gotta go. I gotta get the hell out of here. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Ta-ta for now, everyone. Ooh.